can I ask the first question, and I'll ask Emily to respond first. How should the next mayor make sure that London leads the world in preventing and tackling homelessness?
Well, I can stand up and see you. Thank you for inviting me, and as you heard, I've spent the last 20 years working in housing as a housing solicitor. I started out in legal aid in homelessness, and since then I've worked for social landlords, private landlords, social tenants, private tenants, leaseholders, you name it, I've done it in housing. And in fact, just before Christmas I was asked to go back into homelessness. My local homeless advice charity said they hadn't got a legal advisor, and they said, could I come in and work for them? And I said, I can't do 25 hours that you want. I can give you half a day a week, free, stack them high, and I'll cut through them. I'll tell you which sections of which acts, how to write the letters, and we'll work back like that. And I can tell you, in 20 years, it has not got better. It has got worse, much worse. Whereas in the past, I could find a chink in the armour to house people. Now, it's not even a chink, it's a hairline if I'm lucky to get people into housing. So I'm really pleased in many ways your question about preventing homelessness has come up, because it is one of the frustrations I have working with local authorities, because often they think that prevention of homelessness is something they have to do with private landlords, instead of actually thinking it's something they have to do about their own stock, their own way they treat their tenants. They can actually start using some form of actually profiling tenants, working out some tenants are more at risk of homelessness than others, and putting in the care, the support, in when you house them. Don't wait until they get into arrears. Otherwise you're setting people up for failure. And also their attitude. They've got to change their attitude. And that's why we're saying in our manifesto, which was launched today, we actually want the mayor to get involved in changing attitudes to homelessness prevention. Because what they've got to stop doing, stop thinking, oh well, in the rents department, oh, rent's too high, right, and targets for evicting people or for getting down rent arrears. What we've actually got to be having targets for is sustainability, sustainable tenancies, housing people so they can sustain their tenancies. Housing. The second, I'm going to quickly, I'm going to grab it on forever, is 30 seconds. If someone says to solve housing, you just need to build more houses, they do not understand London's housing crisis. It's not about only building houses. It's about sorting out the foreign investors and the tax incentives. It's about building, yes. It's about also using empty properties. It's about sorting out the right to buy and so reducing it and sorting out the fraud there. There is so much more. And to finish with what we're saying for building, is you know that £20 you paid for the Olympics, we're saying continue it for 10 more years. That will raise £2 billion. That will build 200,000 houses by the GLA, 50,000 of which will be council housing for people living in London.
Thank you. Thank you very much.